Imagine being in your dream relationship, in that relationship where you feel connected, you feel seen and understood, your best friends, your growth partners, and it's the perfect person for you. That's what we're going to talk about in this video, is how to attract that dream love to you, going through your attachment styles, using neuroscience, and of course the magic of manifestation. This is exactly the practical strategies that I used and have been teaching my clients to use to bring in their dream love. Here is what I want to offer you first. You have a program. That is what I call your default. My name is Jenna, and I'm all about changing this default program because this is what's going to change the game for you in money, love, and health. When it comes to calling in your dream partnership, I have heard from a lot of you, this is something that you're craving, especially as we enter into the holiday season. It's nice to have someone by your side, so let's cultivate it right here, right now. What happens when we want to find our dream partner is we go too much into our logic, too much into the cerebral, and we start acting out what we think we need to do in order to get who and what we want. This action piece comes too early, which is why you keep attracting the people that you don't necessarily want to build long term. This is why it's not even happening, why people aren't even liking your profile picture. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the energy behind you, and that's what we're going to talk about. So when you want to attract your partner, instead of going to how, which is what you normally do, I want this, and you kind of craft it out, you vision it, and then you go, okay, I'm going to go on the dating app, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go ask this person if they can hook me up with that person, if they know anyone in their work, if they know any, right? So we get into the action too soon. So I'm going to take that off your plate just for this video. I want you to not take any action. I want you to align. When you align, that is when you will be inspired. So we turn away from how do we find this person to why do we want this person? And if you can go there, then we are getting step 1 done. You know the formula. I talk about it in all of my videos. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch all of the videos. Binge watch my videos. I promise you it's going to shift you. That's what I'm here for. When you go through the formula, the first step is you always have to ask for what you want. So get clear. What kind of partnership are you looking for? And the universe is going to listen to everything that you're saying. So every single day you're going to be adding, you're going to be taking away. It's all okay. Just know that the universe evolves as you do. So you get clear on the partnership that you're craving today. So what does it feel like? What does it sound like? What does it look like? These are all things you start really contemplating in your visualization, in your scripting, in a moment of silence where you're just focusing on what it is that you want. In the default program, we call it the euphoric vision. We always want to start here so we know exactly where you want to go and the universe will follow suit. It's done once you do this. So if you can say this partnership is, just imagine it. And we go into step 2, which is that embodiment phase. Step 1, you're asking, this is the relationship that I want. Step 2, you're asking and you're accepting that it's done, so you're going into the embodiment phase. This is where you feel for it. So what does it feel like to have their hand in yours? What does it feel like to know that you're guaranteed a text message back? What does it feel like when they want to have something with you? They want to build with you. They're wanting to create that future vision with you. How does that feel? What does that look like? When you start to cultivate that, you're now embodying it and you're accomplishing step 2. And step 3 is not your work, you just receive it. It comes into your path. It's easy. You get inspired action that you're excited to take. There's no question, should I do this? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? There's none of that. If you have second guessing, if you have hesitation, you haven't aligned fully, go back to step 2 and embody it. So when we get this done, your dream partners already exists. Your dream partner is already done. So we don't have to go find them. We don't need to go craft them. We have to understand that they're already waiting for us. All we have to do now is get into alignment with them. They're waiting for us. We just need to meet them where they are. So how do we get to where they are? This is the fun part. You step into this embodiment knowing that this is how it feels to be in the relationship, And then you push it a step further and you start living from that end. So you wake up in the day, in the morning, and you get ready for your day prepping to go see them. So normally you might just throw your hair up and continue on where whatever. But if you knew that your dream partner was someone you're going to have lunch with that day or see later or even wake up the next to them, how are you going to greet the day with a little bit more joy, with a little bit more romanticism? So you start practicing what it's like to have them. Practice the expectation that you get to have them. This is where we often miss. We miss this expectation piece. We stay in the assumption they're still not here because we don't see them, and we second guess, we get frustrated, we doubt this process. We have to trust that this is unfolding because it is. And your default program is going to come forward and go, yeah, but we've done this before. I need to go make this happen. I have a time crunch. There's urgency. I'm lonely. This is the default program that you have to work on. This is what we're talking about when we say we have to reprogram our attachment styles. If you are anxious about it, you are holding on too tightly to the idea that it might not be possible for you. That's what we're rewiring with your default. We have to change that pattern because you don't attract the love that you want. You attract the love that you're wired for. And if you feel that love isn't safe, then you are going to try to control it. You're going to try to control that person. You're going to try to control the situation. You're going to try to control making it happen. And when you step into control, the universe says, okay, well, they think that they're in control, so we'll step back. And you are out here grinding and efforting and exhausting yourself because what you want doesn't show up. And that makes you feel defeated. It makes you feel like you're unlovable and like you have to earn love, that you're not just naturally deserving of it. That's not true. So how to attract it is you have to become it energetically first. So you've already done that. You did that with step number 2. But let's go back there for a second. When you were in that vision of holding their hand, of being able to create a life with talking about the future together, picking out Christmas gifts together, maybe going for some holiday photos or drinks or something together. How fun is that? Maybe you buy each other Christmas hats if you celebrate, or whatever comes to mind. How does that feel? And get into that joy, into that spunk. And what does that really equate to? Your happily ever after. Envision the happily ever after, not the path to it. Go over the path because it's already done. The universe knows what you want. You clarified it. You put out the feelers. You set your menu out to the universe. The universe has got it covered. The universe knows your perfect partner better than you do. So even when you have a specific person, the universe might be like, oh, that's not actually who you actually are meant to be with. We know a little bit more than you do, and they have a dark side that you're not aware of. So we might sidestep you away, but we're going to make sure you align. No matter what, you get your dream love. No matter what, you'll get that specific person, but you might find, oh, I don't know if this is the right one, and that's okay. It's okay, because you needed each person for your growth. Every event that you have is here to help you up level and grow you toward your goal, because your goal is a guarantee. Your desire is a guarantee. Your person is seriously waiting for you. You have a dream perfect person for you, waiting for you right now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts here. There's no, I don't know, maybe you'll be single forever, maybe you'll be alone, maybe you'll have to No, they're literally manifesting you right now. You're being manifested. So just let yourself be pulled. Be pulled towards them, and they're going to be pulled towards you. When you step into that feeling of, I have my happily ever after. You can feel it. Feel it right now. The joy, the peace, the enjoyment, the commitment, the way that you show up for them, how you want to love them, how they're going to love you. That feeling of happily ever after. You can feel it. Feeling it right here, right now is proof that your manifestation is done, because you wouldn't be able to feel it if it wasn't. If you're having trouble feeling it, it's not because it doesn't exist. It's because your default is wired so strongly to believe that you don't get what you want, that you're not good enough, that you have to become something, you have to lose 10 more pounds, make more money for that person to let. No, that's not true. We just have to rewire your default because you get what you believe, not necessarily what it is that you want. So here's what I want you to understand. If you can tap into that happily ever after feeling, you can envision it happening. It's already done and it's yours. All you have to do is maintain that happily ever vibe, and you will naturally be aligned with that dream partner. No ifs, ands, or buts. It happened to me, happens to my clients. This is everything that you get to experience. And if you're stuck, if you want to learn more, if you want to understand how your mind is wired and be able to utilize it and leverage it in a way that helps you get what you want, that's what my default program is here. We work one-on-one together. There's no waiting because you get to have what it is that you want. But I want you to have security in yourself. No more anxious, no more avoidant. We want security, and that's exactly what the default program will teach you. You are so meant for what it is that you want. All you have to do is just cast out that vision. You don't need that person to feel happily ever after. You feel it before the person, and the person has to show up. If you're waiting for that person to feel happily ever after, that's the long way around, and that's why you're not getting what it is that you want. Change that default. Default to happily ever after, and I promise you, you will get exactly who it is that you want.